Welcome back. I'm Martin. We should be online, and even today I am excited because I will be talking about Wrongtools. It's a developer that I really appreciate a lot, that I even actually use in my projects. And yes, if there should be already someone watching, then please let me know in the chat if you can see me, if you can hear me, and all that stuff. The good mood mug is full of good mood juice, obviously. Hi, Andromeda. And this means you can see me. This is good. And the only thing I have to say sorry from the very beginning. I have been lying to you. Servus Bernie, grüß dich. Because today I won't talk only about Osmosis. When I prepared this and I came up here with my very little template, I just remembered so many cool libraries from Wrongtools that I thought, of course, yes, we will go through Osmosis, most of this, but I really would like to stress out Feather Some Strings, which is a textural string library that I actually use a lot. And maybe some of you, following the channel and my projects, they know I have a little bit of a love-hate relation to textural libraries, because I found out the hard way that many of those, yes, they are wonderful, one finger wonders, but they are not musical. You can't actually use them in projects where it's not only like a D minor for 2 minutes. And with Wrongtools, it's a little bit the other way round. It's not me going for a texture, it's the library giving me inspiration. I hope that makes sense, and I will show you even later on why, because the libraries are very beautiful, but the interface and that stuff is a little mysterious, and there are so many beautiful things happening, and even the recordings are so beautiful, because this is the thing that you really play with, and then maybe inspiration kicks in, or you do have a project and then you need something very special at a very special moment or stuff like this, and then those libraries are amazing. So a big thanks goes out to Wrongtools, obviously, as always at the beginning, because not only did they hand out an NFR copy for myself, no, there is even a giveaway. So as always, in approximately 1 hour, I will ask, the warm-up question to get you all in the right mood, and then there will be a question, and whoever will be first in the chat to answer. Bernie was the lucky winner last time when we had Echoes of the Earth by Fluffy Audio. And yeah, we will see who will win a copy of Osmosis today. And just before we start, I'm this Loops Are Bad shirt, and Loops Are Good shirts, but now, and I'm so happy that this finally happened, because the store that I'm working with, they didn't have black cups for a long time. And I just didn't like the white cups. So now that they do have black cups, I finally pulled the trigger. So now you can order even Loops Are Good or Loops Are Bad mugs if you would like to have a cool mug and maybe support me and the channel a little bit. And if we are really lucky, then we might have even Wrongtools, Mr. Wrongtools himself in the chat today. He told me if he will find the time, he might show up in the chat, which would be amazing as always, because then we can, chat and talk to a developer, which is always exciting. I hope for you, as for me, asking questions, getting background information with Fluffy Audio. Last week it was so interesting when they told the stories about where they sampled the instruments, about the instruments themselves, the singers and stuff like this. So we will see. Woohoo! Donald, I can't believe. Good to have you even in the chat. And I think enough bluttering from my side. We dive right in. I just switch screen so you see a little bit what's going on my screen. And what is Osmosis by Wrongtools is a cello ensemble. Yeah, landscape. This is how they told named it. It's textual inspiration. Now the echoes of the earth, really amazing stuff, really, and so much content, so much. I mean, really amazing. And Osmosis, you will see today, it's the very same. So if you open up the instrument, and by the way, Wrongtools is running something like a late summer sale at the moment, I think until the 18th or the 20th. So if you should find interesting or Osmosis or the feather, some strings that I will talk about, or nodal, or the putty grand piano, or plateau, or the woodwindulator. These are just a few that I loaded up for today. You can pull the trigger at the moment, getting them at a very special price. And Osmosis, if you open up the instrument, you need the full version of Kontakt, but I think I said this often, shouldn't be a big problem, shouldn't be a big break, because once you get Kontakt in the summer of sound, or how they call it, you can really get it for a reasonable price, and then it opens up a universe of libraries for you, free libraries, smaller developers, and stuff like this. And you have 4 folders. You do have the individual, you do have the multi-mix, you do have the Pendulum, and you do have the Tainted. You always have, with all the Wrongtool libraries, here a little button that gets you to the online manual, because the libraries are all the same. If you know one, you know all of them. Then there is something which is pretty neat, which I always liked. You do have here the settings that you can go into, and you do have here the effects. And if you go to the settings, you do here a magnifying glass, and if you press that glass and then press this exclamation mark up here, then you can upsize the interface if you're old as me. And your eyes, there's a certain distance that where you really see well, but below that or above that you don't see that well. That's a pretty cool feature if you then just can enlarge the library. And then you do have the effects, and the effects is another thing that I really like about Wrongtools, because you never know what precisely is going on. There's an x-axis and y-axis. You can learn, you can put them on your faders, on your knobs, but the best thing is just to make it do its thing. They are even nicely animated. This one looks a little bit like Pac-Man, but we will go through them, and I suggest, Temme, yeah. Wrongtools. I knew it that you will be here, because I know how much you like them. Ugo, ciao. And I can see Spitfire doing flash sale. Yeah, we have been talking about that British plane company last week. And just click here again, and it gets back to normal size. So yeah, the libraries are working, and I suggest we just start to play with some of them. There are many. There are really many. It starts here in the individual folder, and just look how many NKIs there are. If we should quickly, because normally I don't read the numbers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, at least 30 different NKIs in the individual folder. And the recordings are pretty long. So today will be a little bit like, just me playing some chords and leaving the fingers down to get you the full length of the sample and everything that's going on. Oh, Kate, hey, my Jaeger. My Jaeger even is in the chat. And I will start maybe really with the very first one, which is just called Feathered Bird Talk. And sounds like this. Little bit like chatting birds. What's pretty cool, obviously, about this library, it's based on Celli, and Celli, they do have a huge tonal range, from low tones to higher tones. So a library like this, if you make it with a cello, you get a nice tonal range. And if we take the next NKI, then there is the glissandi or glissandos. Anyhow, finding back to the root node. And with an instrument like this, with an NKI like this, with recordings like this, we always get to the discussion that I like so much. This is stuff that you need to record. This isn't stuff that you can't program with MIDI. It's like with sung phrases. Yes, there are beautiful vocal libraries with the legato and you can play them. Most of the time not. Some pretty good, yes, most of the time not. If you have a recorded phrase, then it's just perfect for the phrase itself, for the melody itself, for the legato itself, and even for the breathing itself, because I hear so many of those epic cinematic tracks on YouTube where someone is playing with a vocal preset and then they keep the notes for minutes, and I really would like to see that human being that can sing a note, you know, for minutes without breathing. So even in this case, something like this is so beautiful. Instrument is really quiet, yes. You are right. I will just put up a little bit the instruments. We do have the microphones even here that I can bring up. Okay. Thanks, David. You know, let me know these details. Yeah, full 4 octaves. And that's even maybe, you know, as I said at the beginning, this is not a solo cello. This is a cello ensemble, so they can do something like this. That one cello is remaining on the note, while another one or another two go up and down and do stuff like this. Then we do have, I will just go through some of them, the harmonics all chatter. You do have absolutely beautifully recorded. Just one thing maybe to show you with this one, for example, you do have here the volume, the reverb, the delay, the dynamics, and a glide function even. That you can glide then from one note to the other if you play legato, and if you click here on the settings, then you do have, of course, your ADSR, you do have the room that you can choose for your reverb, Etterklang, or the wrong room. I like this one. Where is it? The wrong room, exactly. Wrong room. You do have the pre-delay, you do have the length, and then on this, on the main page, there you can just then dial in the reverb, the amount that you really wanted. And maybe on this one, now that you heard a little bit, I will go into those effects just to show you a little bit the crazy stuff that is happening. If I click here on the tremors, which, by the way, wasn't that some kind of horror movie in the 90s? The tremors, those worms there under the earth. And I just play the same chord now. So there's distortion going on. There is a gate going on and stuff like this just with one of those effects, or the knocken. Okay, sorry, now it's distorting. Yeah. But just to show you now how versatile this instrument is if you then start to play with those effects. How much the sound changes. Okay, maybe now it's a little bit too low. And then we can go to pigment, for example. Nice animation going on even in the UI. I think you can see it. This is the stuff that I said at the beginning that I like about those libraries. With Wrongtools, it's often that the Wrongtools are guiding me because I really love to play with them. Of course, if I have a project and I need something, then I know where to find it. But often I just like to play with them, really as a child, opening up a preset and then going a little bit here through those effects and play with it and let me inspire. This is all the very same NKI. I'm just playing with various effects at the moment. Okay, I suggest we go to the next NKI just to go a little bit through all of them, because as I said at the beginning, I was lying to you. I won't only show you Osmosis today. I really would like to talk a little bit about other libraries from Wrongtools, for the simple reason as they are having their sale at the moment, so it might be the very right moment to pull the trigger. Harmonic short chatter. Maybe we can right away do something. So I do have my cello doing this, then I will go quickly to Nodal. Nodal is their bass library, quite a badass library in my opinion. Where you get everything played with a double bass. So we will add a double bass to this. What should the double bass do? Quickly, let's see. No, this is a short. I don't want a short, I want a long. Yeah, in this case I can go from the sul tasto to the tremolo with the mod wheel. Something like this, just to have a little more body. Then we can take the feather some strings, adding some high notes, and they are so beautiful, they are so soft. Yeah, feather some. Any info on the musicians that Wrongtools work with? David, if we are lucky, we will have Wrongtools in the chat later on. We can ask. And if not, I know for sure that there are pictures on the Wrongtools website. I'm not sure if there are names. This I'm not sure. Yes, something like this. Beautiful. Really, yeah, there is a reason why I enjoy the Wrongtools instruments so much. Okay, and then oh yeah, Plateau, for example, which is their padish library. It's more about pads and stuff like this. We can add this TV series drama sound to it that you hear in every TV series. Chicago Fire. They are entering the building. Yeah, I love that sound too. Yeah, instant TV. Instant TV, I like it. And yeah, now look, two good things. Charlie, thanks for the info. You see, he wrote that the musicians are from the Stavanger Symphony Orchestra, and we do have Wrongtools in the chat now, and now I'm really excited. Thank you for your time. Thanks for being in the chat. This is amazing. This is really amazing. Cool. Kara from Wrongtools, ask him all the questions you like. Whilst I continue here just to go through other presets, but this was to show you, and as we are here already, there's even, for example, the wood windulator. The name is even so cool, and the artwork. The artwork of Wrongtools is always a joy. So yeah, there are many instruments that you really should check out. I will continue with the Osmosis. I will keep what we did so far because I always like to keep it. You never know for what. Just open up a new track. I just save what you did so far. Sichern, oder? Bernie, is there a Swiss version of Logic asking oder? Every time you would like to have a command, that would be cool. Bernie, we should do that. We should talk to Apple, making it a Swiss version. Oder? Grüß dich, der Daniel ist auch wieder da. Super. Und da ist ein Augustiner drin. So, the next one. We have been the harmonics chatter. So the harmonics short chatter should be the next one of Osmosis. Oh, Hectic Midtown. And that's, I think, another reason why I like those libraries. You don't get distracted by any fancy interface. There comes something similar to my mind where you have thousands of knobs here and you get pretty distracted by the interface, whilst here everything is about the sound. And then yes, if you want, you can, but you don't have to. Then there is Hectic, Nervously Distressed, minor. Oder? Library. Okay, hectic run the jump. Run the jambe. There's lots of stuff going on. Sorry, I will play one note. How much time have you been in the studio with those musicians recording all those techniques? Because this is not just, you know, a sustain, a legato, staccato, spiccato, pizzicato. There is so much more going on. This can complement so many libraries so well. Hectic 2-point. Yeah, even this one, sorry, just this one. Something like this, and then add something a little more synthetic to it. I will go for that sound as I just have it open up. And there's the emotion. There's the emotion with, oh, I like it. I already like it. Okay, we keep this, we continue. How many tracks can you open? 999, I think. So we do have the possibility. Layered longs, gripboard movements. Yeah, Nigel. Yeah, Nigel. I had the pretty same idea. This is why I already loaded the Putty Grant from Wrongtools in here, which is quite a particular piano library. But of course we can load up even a more traditional piano quickly. Why not? And then just try something, because I even have voice. I even have voice here because I'm so sure that some of those more dreamy sounds will be complemented perfectly by a clean and polished. Okay. No, this is already too fancy. Let's take a core upright, basic felt, basic natural. Yeah, there we are. There we are. So we go here to those and we try it. Nigel, thanks. David, believe me, they will. David, believe me, they will. Just let me quickly do one thing. Let me call this one Piano 2. Oh no, Piano. I can call this Piano because the other one is called Putty Grant. Because those are not the damaged drums. Yeah, this is the Uncharted, and it can be pretty soft. You see? So I think something like this might pretty well work with the cello. So Damage 2 might have been overkill. Okay, let's do this with the piano. Just something like this, just to get an idea. I would like to have a little more body. I will go again for nodal, a noodle. Have some bass. Really low. This bass. I hope you can hear it. It's really rumbling down there. And then we just take the piano, and then the piano for sure needs to be tamed down a little bit. Because I don't want to have it too much in the foreground, you know, it should be part of the texture. Yeah, something like this. Really, something like this. Way more reverb on the piano. Way more reverb. Can we do this quickly? Yes, we can. There we are. And then maybe why not? Let's really try this even with the drums. Out of curiosity, something soft. Something like this. There we go. No. The drums are completely destroying the natural flow, and they have been too intense. Maybe just something like this. Then it would have been cool, but I think it's even better without. Just like this. Yeah, that's a cool info, that the bass was turned down an octave, because this is really low. This one is really going low. Nodal I like a lot, because it can get really aggressive, really badass, but with this natural touch of the double bass. You know, it's not a synth bass or something like this. And wow, we're already in half an hour, and we're still only in the very first folder. Guys, we need to accelerate if we would like to talk even about some other things, not only Osmosis. So let's continue. Layered, passionate cellos. I think in Italian it would be celli. We don't say cellos, we say celli, but yeah, David. Absolutely. Jazzy brushes would be cool. This one is a nice one. They are telling stories. They are really telling stories. I could imagine. Wow, I have an idea. They lay a wonderful, beautiful fundament, and then we go back to the feather, some strings. Doing something up here. And then, as Kate suggested, we put some voices on it, just to see even how this might sound. No? Yeah, there we are. They go so well with so many possibilities. Okay, we go to the next one. Go to the next one. Big surprise how many tremolo patches. The tremolo patches, you say? We are in the passionate linear. Oh, there's one that I remember. Okay, layered way, but there are many beautiful ones. There, layered waves. This is where they shine, Kada. This is where they shine. The lower registers, obviously. Yeah, this stuff. I like this stuff a lot. This Colegno. Then there's the Legno raindrops. Are you getting goosebumps? There was a strange noise in the room. Instant horror, cool. Then long currents with it. Then just some of them. Next one, long flautando movements. Yeah, spiders, yes, and Halloween, yes. I don't know if some of you remember last year you had this scoring competition, this Halloween hangover. And even Halloween hangover, I did something with Wrongtools, if I remember well. I scored the whole horror movie with their libraries, I think, to remember. Andromeda, yes, it's full. It's full. As I said, Kada, you might tell us the precise number. I was just guessing that in the individual folder there are something like 40, maybe 45 of those NKIs. And this is only one of 4 folders. And then you have to think, as I said before, let's do this again. This is long flautando, this is the NKI, but then switching on those effects, you get completely different sounds. So you have to think like 45 NKIs by 10 effects makes those 450 different sounds, if you will. Exactly, I didn't hit the Tainted ones. And even the Pendulum, even in the Pendulum, there's interesting, but the Tainted ones, yes. This is what then really where the sound design kicks in. So I remain on the long flautando just to show this again, and then I switch on the pigment, for example. Just to show you what those effects are doing. Then the sadist. The sadist. So I'm on the same NKI, yeah, just to, and I'm just going through some of the effects. The Nocken. Das ist nämlich ein Nockerl. Nockerl ist also eine Spezialität bei uns in Bayern. $80 patches. Wow, then I did something completely wrong before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yes, this is already 10. Yes, then it must be 80. Yes. We continue. Long non-whip to whip wave. So this must be a wave on a long articulation which goes from vibrato to non-vibrato. This is the way I interpreted it. And let's listen. It's very quiet. Am I doing something wrong? That's a very quiet one. Then there is the long, passionate. On this one, I'm curious, just one note. Yes, this is what makes it so interesting if you play chords then. Let's do it here. And it's 10 p.m. So I think in around 10 minutes we will start with the giveaway. Oh yes, Pitts Bumbles in a jar. Then Pitts Chatter. Short brushed articulations. I do have 3 buttons here. Normal, slowed, okay, Kada. You may have seen it in the chat now. I got a pre-release and happens. This is so normal, even with fluffy audio. In the pre-release that I received, there have been some errors. That's so normal, and this is cool. You know, slowed, normal, or speed. Haha, beautiful. Key switched. KS. The red keys down here. Then short brushed. Short slowed tactile. This one I like. Yeah, Andromeda, it's rare. It's rare, isn't it? That in a textural library you get short articulations. Big plus. Beautiful! There is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. It sounds incredible. Frank, this is what I was about to say. And Kada, please correct me if I'm wrong. But those sounds, they are a little bit all over in the stereo field. I can hear one a little more to the right, one a little more to the left. So you really had them in front of you, I guess, and you recorded them, and this is what we hear now. That's amazing. I have another favorite of mine. Oh, is this beautiful? This is my favorite. Channel strip of each unit. I see. Okay. Okay, you have panned them a little bit. That is cool. Open channel strip. I see. Okay, there it is. There's the panning. there is a lot of hidden features. You know, and one thing that I already found out here, you can even purge the microphones if you don't need them, if you don't want them, you just purge them. You will see this even in the multi-mix. Oh, guys, we are still in the first folder, 1 hour in. This will be a 4-hour live stream then. No. And slowed waves. Of course we want to know a secret. This is why I'm so happy that you are in the chat. Really, thanks for taking the time to be here. And yes, please tell us your secrets. The ones that you can share, of course. Okay, open the channel strip again, A and B, then click on the PB button. I did, then move the mod wheel for an electric field. Okay. At the pitch bend. Yeah, yes. This I know this from other libraries where you can set the pitch bend, how many semitones it can go up, how many semitones it can go down, and on the various channel switch it on and off, and it is magic. Because one remains still and one moves. Yeah, this was a secret. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that you can open up the channel strip here, and that's amazing here with the panning and the EQ and the low filter and the pitch bend here. Yeah, your libraries are full of surprises. Storm of soft spiccato, sulpont, chatter, tasto, chatter, tremble, tremolo, airy, tremolo, harmonics. Let's go to the tremolo because we have still 3 other folders to discover. Yes, this I found out. This I knew that you can. You have to transpose here, and you have the bend range here. This I knew. Okay. What did we have here? Yeah, tremolo is nearly always adding a sense of I don't know, it makes you a little bit nervous, that's amazing. How it can get this feeling, this mood change beautiful tremolo airy. Charlie, yes. Yes. And tremolo harmonics waves. Oh, sorry, I need to record something with this. I just have this idea. Just let me try this quickly. If this might be. Absolutely. Okay, and then a little bit more reverb, a little bit of delay on this piano. Quickly, let me try this. And here we go into the... Yes, exactly. Haha! And now, just... Okay. This wasn't... this is the wrong button. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's do it again quickly, because I liked it. Getting the bass in, anticipating a little bit that something will change. Nice. Okay. Okay, we are 1 hour in, so let's get you warm for the giveaway. Kada from Wrongtools, as I said at the beginning, nice enough to hand out a giveaway, so one of you will be the lucky winner today and get a code from Wrongtools for Osmosis, and then hopefully we will be as happy as I am. So the next folder is the one with the multi microphones. So you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 microphones. I already said it. You can purge the microphones if you don't need them. You have what we learned before, the channel strip that you can open here for the panning and that stuff, which is pretty cool with strings. If you, for example, take the close mic, which is normally the one where you have the most noises of the instrument, you know, the boy scratching over the strings and maybe the fingers and stuff like this, little to the center, but then taking the tree mic and the others to the left and to the right, you can really create fantastic soundscapes with this. And we start with the first one. We start with the first one in the multi, which is called the multi glissandos, and I will ask now the warm-up question. I know the question that I would like to ask for the giveaway, but let's start with an easy question, maybe an easy. Cursed clavinets, a prayer on Virgo. What can I? Yeah, okay. Wrongtools, they do have, this is the warm-up question. Wrongtools, they do have a library where they really sampled the sounds of the universe. You know, where there is really a collection of very interesting sounds, very interesting soundscapes, very interesting effects. How is that library called? Let me know in the chat, and I start to play with some of the multi-mic instruments. Those are the glissandi again, but now with different microphones, and I will choose a sound where we really can listen then to those various microphones. Wow! Okay, Andromeda, that was really good. Cosmos, yes, right. Kate, Cosmos, yes, right. Okay, I see you get in the right mood. Harmonics, old chatter. So let's do this. I will purge those microphones. We have only the close one. Sounds like this. Then there's the next one, the MS. You hear the difference. This is really a lot scratchier because it's closer to the string. Then there is the tree mic. Very warm. Then there is the flank mic. And then there's the whole mic. So yeah, that's pretty distant, I would say. Okay, we go to the next one. This is the harmonics short chatter. Then there is the Legno chatter, and then there comes some that I really like a lot. I scored a short movie once, and I didn't have Osmosis. I just had a similar library at that time. But whenever they started to fight, and when the mood changed in that movie, something like this is pretty cool if you have it just underneath. Just creating this, you know, unease. Then there's the long flautando movements. I like them. So just like this. Okay. Quickly. So we have to start, okay, and then we go to the piano. And we just add something to that. and some higher strings too, from the feather some strings, where I'm just having this much stuff going on preset. In the second half. Oh, come on! Wrongtools! What's wrong with you? Listen to this. This is so beautiful. This is so subtle. This is really feather some strings. Check out feather some strings. It's definitely worth it. Absolutely, 100%. We go to the next multi, and I think, yes, we could start the question for the giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here comes the question for the giveaway. Whilst I load up the next multi, the multi Langflautando. There is one more beautiful than the other. I mean, on this one, I dial in a little more close mic. So yeah, here's the question. Some time ago, I'm honest, I don't remember. I mean, I remember that I did it. I don't remember when I did it. I scored a very short clip, a short movie, which is a little on the darker side. I wouldn't call it horror, but it was a little more on the darker side. And I scored it with only one library from Wrongtools. So the whole scene, the whole thing was scored with only one library, a very specific library, and it came out pretty cool because that library gave me the possibility to get the dark mood that the whole scene was in. Which library did I use? You can find this somewhere on my YouTube channel. And I continue here. Andromeda, that was really quick. That was really quick. Yes, it was Nodal. It was this Goodbye Brother clip where they just burying a body, shooting and then burying. And yes, I did with Nodal. Andromeda, congrats. You won a copy of Osmosis. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. So how can we do this? Kada, if you're still in the chat. Yes, Andromeda, yes, you won the copy of Osmosis. And I think maybe the easiest thing is if you go on my channel and there is then the info about and that stuff. There is my email address. Just simply send me an email. I think I should have your email address. But if not, just send me an email and then I will send you the code that you can then get the library from Wrongtools. Yeah, thanks to Wrongtools. Wrongtools was sponsoring this library. So then multi-long non-whip to whip wave. That's a beautiful one too. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Multi-long passionate. Lower registers. Very, very delicate. We will go to the lower registers, as Kada suggested before. Yeah, Nigel, sorry, I can, of course, once the stream is over, we can rewatch it. But to me, the first one that appeared was Andromeda. Beautiful. Multi-loop skag. Well, I really could do this for a very long time. Multi-pitch chatter. We have another 2 folders to discover, guys. Multi-short brushed. Oh, yes. This one must be cool. Sorry, on the close mic. Yes. Cool. Then multi-storm of soft spiccato. Okay. Wow. Wow. Then yeah, Nigel, at this point, congrats even to you, Kada. Thanks a lot, really. Thanks a lot. That's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. In any case, check out even their other libraries, because there are some really gems, some really pearls, and a little bit out of the mainstream even. You really can add, maybe some of you know about the project that I did with this violinist. I arranged and orchestrated a track for him. Once in a while we're in the studio. Unfortunately, he's touring all the time, all over the world. Lucky bastard, because he lives in the village next to me, but we rarely see, because we are working on an album actually, I think since 1.5 years by now. It's just he's nearly never there. And on that track even I used the feather some strings just to, to give it something that it's not, the average library that you hear on so many tracks and that you can recognize right away. So even for this, Wrongtools is one of my go-tos. So really, have a look at the various instruments they have. Ponticello sul... Okay. Tasto, tremolo, harmonics, wave. Okay, we go through one last one in this folder, and then we go to the next folder. Yeah, even this one, even the Hackebrett is... I mean, I enjoy a plateau. Plateau and woodwindulator I even enjoy myself. I like on these articulations personally, but that's me. I do like the close mic for those details, this intimacy of the sound. Doesn't make too much sense in my opinion, the close mic on a string ensemble, 50 players, but on something like this it makes definitely sense. They gets them so in front of you, sound-wise. Okay, we get into the next folder, which is the Pendulum. In the Pendulum, you do have those NKIs with the mod wheel, and the mod wheel is then going from one thing to the other. And for example, the one that I opened up here is going from flautando to normale. So that's the flautando sound, and then as I dial up the mod wheel, you get the normal sound, which flautando is a little bit like the sul tasto, a little bit, you know, if you go on the fingerboard of the strings, the sound gets a little softer, and then I think it has to do even with the bowing technique. So you can imitate this a little bit here, because what I'm so fascinated about when I'm working with the violinist and he's standing and maybe next to me whilst we improvise and whilst we write, the way he can change the sound whilst he's playing simply by moving his fingers from the normal, I mean the fingers are the normal position, but the bow from the normal position between the fingerboard and the bridge, going then up to the fingerboard, so the sound gets immediately softer. Or if we get, you know, a little more wild, he gets then towards the bridge and the sound gets a little scratchy, a little more aggressive. And hearing that in live, you know, in real time, goosebumps. This is immediate goosebumps if you have the possibility to work with live musicians and to, you know, to feel and to hear those things. Yeah, an amazing experience. Then the next one in this one is, no, let's do that. Otherwise we start with the first one, because I already have been sul ponticello, mod wheel for longer notes. This is cool. This is cool. Listen to this. Mod wheel up. Slower playing longer notes, mod wheel down. Faster playing. Oh, I'm a big fan for this kind of stuff. That is cool. Then, comfortless. Little softer, little harsher. Then flautando to normale, which is the one that we already had. Then harmonics covering. Nigel, for sure you know the trailer from Wrongtools for their 80s library. I don't remember the name at the moment. This was one of the coolest trailers I saw, I think, within the last 2 years or something like this. Check it out. You really check this one out. Those dancing stuff, like, it was so cool. Then we do have the chaos. Yeah. Ooh. Yes, it's happening. Cool. Pitch reversed to normale. Yeah, oh, that's even cool. Pizzicato. Mod wheel down, reversed. Then reverse to normale. Then all harmonics. Then river of all harmonics. Which, by the way, sichern, oder? Because you never know. River of pizzicatos. Okay. You even get a hint down here what's going on. River of short tastos. Yeah, just the amount. Scattered staccatos. No, river of toothpicks. The spiders. Yeah, that's really... Then. And the tremolo mod wheel controlled. Oh, that might be interesting. Normale to tremolo on the mod wheel. I mean, those pendulums, I would say they are perfect even for film scoring, when you need that, you know what I mean. Whirlwind tremolo. Where you can guide a little bit the emotions. We know with this stuff. There's another secret in the chat. Okay, and we come to the folder which contains absolutely joyful surprises, because now we get the Tainted. This is for all the Wrongtool libraries. It doesn't matter if it's a nodal or the feather, some strings, whatever. In the Tainted you get the sound design stuff. And let's just start with the one I already had, the touch torch. You can still hear the cello, but this could be even an... Yeah, it goes absolutely in the direction of a pad. So I start here with the first one. This is the aleatoric tri-pitch bending. So I will press the pedal, and then we pitch bend. And I'm pretty sure this is what we had before. Now we know the secret. Pitch bend is disactivated on one of the two. So one is bending, the other one not. And this is pretty amazing. And the next one, backwardness. Okay, okay. I know precisely, now that I hear it and I read the name, where this one will be used. Amazing. This is exactly what I need. Good, very good. Then we do have choir hiding in glitch. Yeah, listen to this. This is the same library that we had 15 minutes before. There's the sadist switched on. We switch it off just out of curiosity. That's the original sound, and then just by switching on the sadist in this case, you get this. Or if you're curious to play, we switch on Nocken. Or we switch on Flakes. And so on and so forth. I hope that you get the idea. Polygon. How wonderful those instruments are. And how much time you can spend with them discovering. I mean, for me today it was new to learn about the channel strip. Thanks, Kada. We should do this more often, I think. And then we do have the hard wax circles. Then we do have moving grains. Yeah, that's the sound design stuff, and that's pretty cool. Being in the very same library makes it a lot more versatile. I mean, it's not that there aren't enough sounds in it, but with those, I like this one. I like this one. Okay. Okay, and I already have something in mind, of course. Doesn't look like, but most of the time I do have a plan. But soft this time. Nope. There's this. Where is it? We eliminate it. There it is. Have you? Okay. Give me a little bbit of time and I will do this. I will do this pretty quick. Not that loud because I want it just in the background. Bye bye. Go till here. Okay, there's the voice. Okay. There you go. There you go. And quickly something with the piano, just to have another percussive element in it. Where's the pedal? You can do a lot with those celli. And I didn't even really show you all. I think what I suggest, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you are interested, because I already did this for other companies, just like Let's Talk, Wrongtools, maybe making a live stream really going through their libraries, not in detail as today with Osmosis, but really going through most of their libraries, maybe just showing you, because I have here the plateau and the wood ventilator and the nodal and the feathersome strings, and I really wanted to talk about them, but we're in nearly 2 hours and we are still going through Osmosis, because Kada, you packed way too much stuff in the library, I would say. Sichern, oder? Next one. Training wood. I'm chopping wood. But this is training wood. spooky marble. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I love this one. I love this one. This one and nodal. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. It will just cost you another 10 minutes of this live stream. The live stream will be longer. That's really a bad guy, isn't it? Then we go to nodal, we take a new track, nodal, where we go for something tainted, of course. And bye bye. Then where is nodal? Tangent with the lows would win the later. Northwest passage. Longitudinal. Even this one is pretty cool. And the cursed clavinets did something pretty cool even with those. Nodal double bass quartet. There we are. Okay, computer is getting slow. That's a bad sign. And because yeah, unfortunately, when I do those streams, you know, the MacBook is closed, so it's getting a little way too warm. And individual mix, sculpts, bonus. Let's just start. Let's just see. Yeah. Goes in the right direction. Did I tell you too much? Or is nodal cool? So, here we go. Haha, Houdini. Maybe just... Meteor shot. They are all cool. Maybe even this one. But this one maybe is in the same frequency range. That's not that interesting then. This, yes. This. Yeah, okay. Sichern. And we continue with the Tainted. We are nearly through. And I hope I could tease you a little bit about the Wrongtools libraries that are definitely worth being checked out. And yeah, the next one. This was the spooky marble. We come to Touch Torch. No. What's... Just a second. I'm lost. How is it that I'm lost? Ah, okay, yes. Hiding glitch, hard wax circles, raining woods, Pokemon touch, touch, well. Ah, yeah, okay, sorry, no, because my head was in the, yeah, here we go. Hard wax circles. Then we had the overlord delay. Okay, then there was the raining wood. Okay, and the spooky marble. Now I'm back on track again. Yes. Touch torch. That's another very interesting one. Then, well hung hunger. And the wing winds. Then we are through. And the last one in the Tainted folder, and then we played really through 96% of the instruments, is called the Snork Noisy. So, yes, that's it. I suggest we listen again to everything that we recorded today, which was pretty much. And what I would like to do, I would like to give away 5 memberships of my channel. As I saw, I have again the chance to do this. So if you're lucky, now you will get a membership for my channel. There are some videos that are not public, so you can see even those, how you can find short movies to score or stuff like this. So might be interesting to you. Let's do this. There you go. And it should hopefully give it to someone who is even in the chat, because I can't choose to whom. It's just YouTube then deciding. So Martin, if you had to choose one, Osmosis or Feather Some Strings? David, that's a very good question. If I would have to choose one, I do love cello a lot. So I'm a little biased by the sound of cello, but I think I would go for Feather Some Strings. I really would say I would go for Feather Some Strings. It's maybe a little more versatile because it's not only cello, you know. It was a small string ensemble, and maybe even because I used it more often already, I'm a little more used to it. Maybe even for this. So between those two, I would choose both. No, but if I really would have to choose one, then I think I would go for Feather Some Strings. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. So let's listen to what we did today. Yeah, exactly. There's this sale going on at the moment. We recorded a lot. Ah, yeah, there was the percussion. Which then I just dialed down. Yeah, feather some strings. I think I should do a Let's Talk Wrongtools stream. Where we then couldn't go through most of their libraries. Yeah, even Nodal is a very, very interesting library. A little niche, obviously. I mean, it's a double bass quartet, but you can do pretty cool stuff with it. I didn't go into detail about the woodwindolator. I didn't go into detail about plateau and feather some strings. We just used this one preset. And yes, it's bedtime soon. It's 11 p.m. here in Italy. So yes, I should go to bed soon. And oh, it is. I mean, this is why today I was using, the feather some strings with Osmosis and Nodal. Because, of course, you have the basses, you have the cello, and you have the rest. So they do combine pretty good. Yeah, today, exactly. It started up pretty la 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 la, and it ended like, oh, the devil was just bouncing on the door. Should we let him in? Yes, of course, for a beer. And feather some strings quickly. Let's do something, because Kada was so nice to give 2 giveaways today, so I would like to give something back. And just to show you feather some strings quickly, you do have in here the instruments, which you have the normal, the pendulum, and the tainted. A little bit like in Osmosis. And the normal, even here you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, something like 20 NKIs, tasto long articulations. Let's load this one up just to... Here you do have then the crisp. You do have the flautando. You do have the sul tasto. This is just one NKI. And you do have the vibrato. And then you do have, for example, here the flautando in vari tempi. It should be in Italian. So you see everything's like, yeah, feathersome. Really soft, really light, really delicate. And then restless, polyrhythms, sulpont, flute ones. ultra sul tasto layered. Really beautiful. And in the Pendulum folder, there's the mod wheel, which goes then from one thing to the other. What can we? Flautando for bow intensity. Yeah, you hear? Santa Maria. David, as always, thanks really for watching, for being part of this community, and good night. And the nervous tastos and stuff like this, and there are many of those, just going from one thing to the other. Maybe Kada could tell us his favorite ones. Vari. Wooden Sordino adds overtones. This sounds interesting. Haha, yes. And then even here there are the Tainted ones. We then get really abandoned railway. Verlassene Zug. A fable, myth, or fantasy. There's a love scene coming up. Baby gonna leave me. Balls and pins. The names even are pretty cool. So a fable, myth, or fantasy? So yeah, it is unfortunately or fortunately very hard to say. A busy month, a really busy month. There will be another live stream in 2 days, nearly sure. There should be coming something pretty cool over the weekend. So if this happens, because I heard rumors, then of course next week there will be at least one live stream, even if there was already another one planned. I have 2 videos in the making. One is another tutorial. Maybe you have seen, I had this tutorial about how you can create cinematic string staccati pretty easy in your DAW and then enhance them to get them, you know, big and epic and that stuff. Then I had the string battle. There's another one. Another tutorial coming up in this direction, you know, how you could easily score an action scene with different time signatures and how you can easily handle them even in your DAW and stuff like this. So it is busy, but I hope that I can, maybe in November that I can then make a Let's Talk Wrongtools stream where we really talk only about Wrongtools. There is another scoring competition coming in. It's again a collab with a very good friend of mine. He has something cool, and yeah, I mean, the year is nearly over. Of course, with Chris Houston from Implied Music. If you don't know his channel, check out his channel. We are already in contact again for our Christmas collab, because every year for Christmas we're having those amazing collabs where we bring together really musicians from all over the world. And we had, you know, even real musicians like, you know, flute players or accordion players participating and that stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. And as I said at the very beginning, if you're looking for a cool cup or a cool t-shirt and at the very same time would like to support me and the channel, then you can get this in my store. Finally, Fourth Wall and YouTube they linked. It was a month-long battle, and I think that's it. Really for today from my side. Thanks for everyone being always in the chat, so supportive and watching. Thanks, of course, today to Kader from Wrongtools, not only for the NFR for me, so I could show this, but even he was giving away 2 giveaways. One was planned, and that's fantastic. I mean, that's so amazing. I really enjoy doing this, because with those giveaways I can give something even back to you. And I think that's it from my side for today. Really have a good night and have a wonderful ongoing week. It's only Tuesday. So we have still 3 days to survive, and then there's again the weekend. And yeah, see you in the next video or next live stream. As I said, there are streams coming already planned. There are 2 videos. One is a tutorial, one is a presentation, and I'm working on them. And lots of stuff going on. Okay, good night, and see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.